Hey everybody, I'm Bethany and I'm a casting producer for Unscripted TV.
Hey, I'm Danny, and I'm also a casting producer for Unscripted TV.
And we are excited to bring you our new podcast, Casting Stories Untold. It's been a minute and it is so good to be back with you again in our cute green um, outfits for today.
Our
Do
cute
I look like
setups.
I'm in the plants now? Do you notice? I'm like
Ooh,
at
yes.
one with nature.
Did you travel somewhere over this break?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I went to Indiana. Did I go somewhere else? I don't think so.
Did
Did
you
I
go?
go to Mexico? They,
Did you go to
I
Mexico?
That's like crazy that I don't remember when the last time. So I just think Cancun. I don't know, but I'm probably gonna go to Australia in the spring.
That's.
Because Jade's probably doing semester abroad there in Melbourne. So
Have you ever been to Australia before?
never. And we were gonna go for a honeymoon. We ended up going to Hawaii, but because it was so far away, it's like a 12-hour travel, which the Philippines was as well. Actually, it was 17 hours to the Philippines. But yeah, so that's exciting. And no, I've never been, and I'm really excited about it.
It's one of
And
my.
apparently everything, as you know, is filming there. I mean, Wonka just filmed there, you know, everything's
The
filmed
mole
there. So
films there.
all film there. Yeah. So
Um,
I don't love that, clearly being LA people as we are, but I am excited to go. And
that's yeah. That's I've heard only awesome things about
yeah.
it. I'm so jealous. I'm dying to go there. But
Which is funny. Oh, sorry, because really quickly, so Jay, the reason Australia to me is funny because Yosh and I always say, because she's black, white, Asian, and Hispanic. And so she's like literally like all four. And so like the only continent that she like literally has yet to be part of is Australia. So if she marries like an Australian, then it'll be like
oh
the whole
my God.
world in her
And Australian men are so fun. They're just like
so cute,
the
so
cutest, the most
fun.
fun. When I studied abroad in England, all when we would go out, all the most fun people were there from Australia.
Yeah.
I
And the
loved
best
it.
accents. Yes.
But speaking of Australia and Netflix filming there, today's guest we have is the winner of Squid Game season 2, the challenge, Perla.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing great. It's so good to see you. It's so good to meet you. I'm
Nice to meet
Bethany. Hi.
you, Bethany and hey, Dan and Love.
Oh, hey. Oh my God. It's been so long.
It's like
I'm
year,
a year.
like low key. Well, yeah,
When,
since we were like first casting and stuff.
when
Yeah.
did you wrap? You wrapped.
The filming,
Yep.
we wrapped the last day of like the final game, I think was like February 10th or 12th. Yeah.
Oh wow. And we're in okay, so
Yeah.
it has been
And then I was in
minute.
London for like a few days and then they flew me to DR. So I was gone.
Oh, for that, like, was that when you said, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that
walked in the door.
Yes.
yeah. No, it was so cute because yeah, like I had one and they allowed me to tell my mom, but then there, like my brother was in the show and then I got to tell my dad. So then Netflix allowed me to like tell my both my parents and my brother, but they were like, let's make it a thing. So they were like, let's fly to the DR. So that was really cool.
I love, I mean, was
Yeah.
that just the hardest secret to keep for
Yeah.
essentially a year?
Yeah, because I have a big mouth. And so, like, you don't understand. Like, I really practice control. Yeah, it was really hard. It was easy, I guess, because I had Jeffrey to talk to about it and my parents. But yeah, it was hard because I'm a yapper.
Well, actually, okay, let's take just like a quick second just to like say hi to the like let people know who you
Yeah.
are, about the
Yeah.
show, and like yeah, I'd love to hear just a really quick like
Yes.
uh,
Oh, me? Go first.
yeah, just
What should I
I mean,
say?
I'm sure most people saw Squid Game, but I will just want to make sure that everybody knows who
Okay.
you are and
Okay. Hey everybody, it's Perla Figuereo, player 72 from Squid Game The Challenge Season 2, and I was your winner. And yeah, let's chat today.
amazing. So winning Squid Game is insane. So what was like the first thought in your head when you won? Did you even process? Have you even processed it yet?
Um, when I crossed that finish line, my mind went blank. Truthfully, I think the first thing, and you could see it in the show, like I go, "Mommy," because I feel like I talk to my mom literally every day, multiple times a day. So like I needed to tell her immediately that I crossed the line, but it hadn't processed. Have I processed it now? No, because it's such a fever dream. Even though I've gotten to see it now in like edited version, it's still like, no, like that wasn't real. Like, what are you guys talking about? I'm being pranked. Yeah, so I don't know, like I haven't processed it. I feel like now that the show is out, I'm processing people processing the show. You know what I mean?
I
Like I've
do.
known for so long. So like there's a level of yes, I've processed some things, but now I'm processing how people are reacting to the show, me winning, and all that.
How have people been mostly positive? I'm assuming positive.
Yeah, no, people are
What
being
are the
positive.
reactions?
It's literally like 98% love and then the 2% haters that are just like
What are people
miserable.
even hating about? Like, what even is that?
Well, I feel like people are hating on like the crybaby narrative. And it's just like, guys, I cry, but let's be so for real. Like, okay, Netflix did show me crying a bunch, but so did everybody else. They just focused on me and the crying. So,
Mm.
you know what I mean? And also, like, I really was thinking about the things I cried about. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but they're all valid and fair. I would
Completely,
do for a check.
girl, I was gonna say completely valid. Let's talk about just like a couple of those things. The glass bridge, talk about just for a second. I
For
know, like,
the slides and ladders.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was like our version of Glass Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh God, Slides and Ladders. That was the worst game ever. Well, it looked so fun. I thought we were playing Jeopardy when we walked outside into it. I was like, wait, I don't understand what this is. And then I was like, oh, that was my most intense game. And like I think what people don't realize, I mean, maybe they do, but it's just like the game before my brother sacrificed himself to let me stay. So I was already like emotional and more like obviously I know my brother was okay, but like I was just more like, oh my God, like now I'm alone in this race. Like I gotta get it together and continue. So that like the pressure was on. And then I started the game really well, rolling sixes, and then I get the most insufferable card ever. And then it just unlocks like the drama of it all.
Yeah.
With Steven
Steven.
183. I there's
So for
just
those who might not have seen it, like the another player basically like targeted you and your partner and then was
yeah.
like mad when you came back for him, but
We picked you and your team. Sure.
yeah.
You're allowed to be annoyed and angry about it. It was the extraness of like the stares and the
Mhm.
comments that were just unnecessary. And I'm a very respectful person for the most part, unless I gotta get disrespectful. So I think that is where I got upset. And I think a lot of people confuse like crying with like, oh, I'm so sad and scared of you. It's like, no, I'm frustrated. And like that's how my body reacts to things. I think that, he's fair to be upset with us because we did put his team in a dangerous position. But again, you're telling me it's a game, I can't get emotional. So then why are you getting emotional?
Uh,
And anger is a secondary emotion to it's an emotional what am I saying? Anger is also very emotional. It's very different than crying or like being sad, but it's still emotional. So it was fun. Me and
yeah,
Steve are really cool now, but it
good.
was
Good,
because it's
good.
like you're calling me emotional, but you're being emotional too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was very like
I
very
co-sign all of that. I totally
yeah.
agree. And I also
And
wanted
like,
to point, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, yeah, I was just saying, like, he's allowed to feel however he wants about us choosing him, but I think it was a little hypocritical. And obviously, like, women get attacked easier for being emotional.
Right.
And I think it was just a really big reflection of society and like how women get treated and like women of color specifically.
Yeah.
So it was just like a really interesting
Mm-hmm.
part of the show.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm obviously I want to, I don't want to like hog the conversation, but I do want to ask really quickly since you brought it up about representation, because obviously that's really important to me as well. So can you talk a little bit about that, especially like after winning and now being sort of in the spotlight, like what that means to you and yeah, just a bit about it.
Yeah, representation matters always. I think part of the big reason I ended up on a reality show was because am I allowed to talk about how I ended up on the show?
Yeah, and by the way,
Okay.
we edit this, so if we feel like uh-oh, this is too much, we're
Yeah.
gonna take it
Okay,
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
no, we
Yeah.
we signed NDAs too, so we're trying to keep our jobs,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Well, yeah, I literally the reason I ended up on reality was because of representation. I had applied to be on Love Island, and this was when I was also like 60 pounds heavier, thicker, plus size model. And I was like, I think that girls need love, and I'm tired of seeing everybody not looking like me on Love Island. Didn't work out for whatever reason, whatever, whatever. Sucks to be them now. But yeah, like that's how I ended up on the show. And I think representation is so important. For example, like when I was thinking of now, when I got casted on Squid Game, and I was thinking about, okay, how am I gonna wear my hair for these? Because I knew I was gonna be there the whole time, because I knew I was gonna win. So I was like, I need to make sure I like present myself how I'm always presenting. It's always with my fro. So I was like, but then I'm gonna make my fro last 2 weeks because there's not gonna be curly hair products in there. So when I was like preparing to go into the show in the hotel, I went curl by curl and because I was just like, I want to win this competition with my fro,
Yeah.
representing who I am, like my identity. Like, and I think hair has been so important in my life. It has been really cool to see. Like, I got a message from my mom being like that her daughter who has an afro told her, "I love when Afro people win." And I think those like messages are really sweet. Like people from the Bronx hitting me up, like just excited to see people from our like neighborhood doing things that are so random and so fun. And I got a lot. There's so much controversy on a comment I made during the show where I said I want to see more Black millionaires. And there are people calling me a racist because of it. And I just will never agree with that because we live in a white supremacist country. Hello. Um, there is different opportunities for Black people, and I think I stand on that hill. It's like I could have been happy with anybody being a millionaire. Like it's a competition. Anybody could have won. Steven could have won. He's already a millionaire. But like if I am with my friend and I'm like, wait, Black women don't get offered the same level of opportunities. Like, I would love to see you as a millionaire. I'm gonna stand on that hill. So I think representation is important because now, like, next season, people are gonna be like, wait, like, I can do this. Like, I'm from the Bronx or I'm from Camden, New Jersey. I can apply and be on Squid Game and win and wear my fro and be. I'm
Right.
like, I was breaking out during the show. I like had like my PCOS face hairs. And I'm like, I'm not ashamed of it because I didn't come to Squid Game to be cute. This ain't Love Island, babe. This is Squid Game. I'm trying to win some money, okay?
And she did.
And she did. And did.
Did Jeffrey also have, did you guys kind of plan to have your hair kind of matching? Because I love the little, there's even like little, like, what is it, like cartoony things of you guys, people post, and it's,
Oh, we just both happened to have curly hair. And it was just really funny because you could just always, when it was like shots of like the crowd, you could always just tell it's us because our hair would just be floating. When we reunited after Pentathlon and I walked into the room and we like hugged. The only reason I knew Jeffrey was in there because I saw his fro from far away. So no, but it was really cute. I'm really happy that we both had like similar hair during the show.
when I saw you at the finale, I was like, damn, the glow up. I mean, were you, is it weird that like millions of people will see you at your like most tired, most hungry, no makeup, no hair product?
Like I listen, I think it's funny because I model and I something that we always joke on set is that models show up beat up to set. Like I never look good and then it's like I go through glam and I'm fabulous again. So it was just felt like it was like that on 1,000 and I
Yeah.
think, leading up to the show, like I was having such a hard time with like my mental health and like just like acne and not feeling like myself and like not feeling the most confident. And then I go on this show that's like no makeup, no face wash,
Yeah.
raw dogging life. And I think it brought me a level of like, I don't care. I'm not here to be impressing anyone. I know I'm a baddie and it will always be the case. And I was in that dorm still pulling. So I just, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. You like had to go through it to like come out of
yes,
it. Hmm.
I was in my own dating show in there.
Wait, were you like talking
What?
to guys and
But like, I just feel like it was just like, when someone just likes you, it's just like, first of all, just really funny. And I was cracking, the men are just the men. Like, it's just, they're easy. So it was just funny because it's like, obviously, that was not the focus at all. But there were moments of like, damn, like, I could use this as my advantage that this man this thinks I'm cute.
What did you have any showmances?
No.
No.
Well, it's funny because he would love it if I brought this up. But player 118, Jaunty, he's the Australian guy. It was just like I don't know if it was a production. I mean, I think him and I just talked a bunch. Like he's cute, and we
Google.
just started talking, and then production just picked up on it. So every time I had a confessional, like a MIV, they'll be like, "So what's going on with player 118? Is he flirting with you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. He might be, but everybody flirts with me." So it was like becoming a thing. But then he got eliminated after like during catch. So I think it didn't go any further than that. But yeah, just let's just say like. Men just always have something to say.
I want to hear if you're single now or if something more happened and what's going on.
I'm very single. And just when I thought dating was already hard because life, and I live in LA, so it's like dating there is rough. It's like now it's like everyone's like, no, 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 you have to date up. And it's like, "Ah, but it's already hard. Where are the millionaires at? No, I'm very single. I'm ready to be in love.
Yeah.
I've been single basically my whole 20s now. So it's
Choice, I'm assuming.
like choice, but like I mean, for a long time it was choice. That was a while now. But I think that it's like even when I wanted to be in a relationship, it was just like never somebody was always missing the other. It's like I wasn't ready or he wasn't ready. Um, but now I'm like, I'm tired of the streets.
Yeah.
Like I'm 26. I need to have a ring in 2 years.
Well, 26. Well, listen, wait, why does he have to be a millionaire too? Is that a
That's what people are
non-negotiable
saying.
right
I
now?
think for me, it's like I'm looking for someone that's like just career oriented. I've always been
Sure.
like this. Like that's
Yep.
why I don't like bums.
Yeah.
Um, I like people that like to work. I like people that are like business oriented. You don't have to be a millionaire, but you gotta make some money.
Sure. Yeah, you got to
Because
be ambitious, motivated, understood,
yeah.
but like,
And it's like I love an artist, I do, but it's like,
Mm.
girl,
Mm.
I need to marry like a doctor or a lawyer.
Has winning the money made it hard? I mean, you haven't had it that long, right? Because you don't get it till it airs.
And
But has it made it harder for you to date, easier for you to date, or you don't really know yet?
I don't really know yet, but I already have the hoes coming back in the DMs.
Ah,
And it's really funny because it's like, you guys, let's be so serious. Like now you want to be like, oh, baby, da, da, da. So there's a lot of that. I think it's just I'm a Venus. My Venus is in Virgo, so I'm already a picky lover. So I just think I'm gonna overthink things more. I think the dream is to meet someone that doesn't know anything about me. From the show.
yeah,
Like I
right.
don't like,
Yeah.
and it's also like my friend was like, "Oh, you need to go on Love Is Blind," but it's like, no, 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 no. I need to see the body. Like I need to see the man. Like I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Like I like pretty boys, so it's really hard for me to like date blindly, you know? But maybe that's why I'm single. Like my friend, I think they're always like, you need to like be nicer. And I'm like, well, sorry. I like a pretty boy.
you need to be nicer?
Not nicer, but like just like
More open, more
Oh.
I gotta
expand.
expand my reach and yeah.
Was there like a mini Love Island, a mini dating show in the, is it the barracks, whatever they call where you slept
The
of
bear,
the
the dorm.
dorm?
Was there? I don't think so. Honestly, like I feel like a lot of people were either married, dating. The single people, weirdly, like the X side of things, or like people that survived the counting game. Like I think most people like Loki were married. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I was. There were not a lot of people that were single. Like I was one of me and Jaunty and like Blake. Like there was only a few of us that were like single. And I think also like we don't like smell the best. No one's like really
Yeah.
flirty.
Uh,
You're so preoccupied with like winning and like what might be happening next, and there's always something going on. So like it's really hard to like get to know somebody in a romantic level. But that doesn't mean that after it didn't happen.
Were you like, were you thinking that all the time? Was strategy on your mind? Were you sort of,
Yeah. I
wait,
wish.
hold on. Did I just miss, did you just say that doesn't mean,
What?
beep, beep, beep.
What are you
Let's
guys
go
talking
back.
about?
Like, rewind.
No, nothing happened. Just me being crazy.
Okay, okay.
Just know, but just know that like, a bunch of players, we've all linked up in LA, some people looked up in Philly, people have linked up in Vegas. Like, come on, we're human. There's messiness.
Oh, like linked,
Link,
linked up.
Mhm.
linked up. Yeah, I mean, there's been like group events, and I think, people are flirty. People are also like, why are some people like single now after the show? Like, it's really interesting.
Like some
Yeah.
people who were married.
Nah, oh, I think I honestly I feel like I stayed away from the chats because of being a finalist. But so I've been hearing the tea like secondhand, but it's like there's tea on like people like divorce and like breakups and stuff. So it's really interesting. I think also this type of experience just kind of also shows you like there's a lot out in the world. Like if I'm settling, I don't need to settle for this. So yeah, it's interesting. I have no real tea on that, but I've heard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm. As she takes a sip.
I started single. I was single while I was waiting, and I'm still single. So if anybody wants to connect me to Juan Soto from the Mets, I will gladly take that. Yeah. Yes.
Do you are like I know you said like you guys chat all that stuff. Are you good with Steven? Or are you like I'm done with you? Yeah, like is it like games behind us? We're all fine.
No, Steven and I are cool now. He actually was helping me find a tax person. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So no, when he came to LA for the press junket slash finale, like we actually spent a lot of time together. Like we went out a bunch, all on his card. Uber's on his card always, because he's rich.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's the one who needs to be paying. He made more than you made, right?
That's what I'm saying. I got nothing next to him. But yeah, it was cool. I think, you know, I'm a very forgiving person. I think I obviously understand that this is a game, and like people are like, I've gotten comments like, you need to like not be so sensitive. Like, this is just a game. Well, for me, it's changing my life.
Right.
So no. But I do also understand that why am I gonna hold on to something for the rest of my life with Steven? You know what I mean? I think as an adult, you have real adult conversations, and you're like, this bothered me because of this, this, and this bothered you because of this and this. We can agree to disagree, or we can agree that we both could have gone about that differently, and you move on. Like Steven and I have moved on from it. We laugh about it, we joke about it. I don't know if you've seen my our TikToks together. We've made TikToks where like he's like coming up behind me and being funny. We made it, someone commented like enemies to lovers, and we made a TikTok like almost kissing. So it's funny because like I don't know, we're playing off like the drama, and I think that's just funny because it's like we moved on. It ended. Like the show ended, and we don't need to be holding on to anything, you know?
I'm sure it's easy to move on when you win the big prize as
Now,
well. You're
if
like,
Stephen
okay.
had crossed that line, I would have still been nice to him because then I could have married him? No, before the last episode dropped and we were posting those TikToks together, people were like, "Yes, girl, get that money one way or the other." Because they were like, "Oh, either marry him or like if you didn't win, then you're gonna get millions regardless." So I was like, people are really funny online.
I thought I forget he's single.
He is single. Not for me though.
Okay.
Not for
Clarification.
No, but I know Steven's type, and I have a friend for him.
Love it.
I'm just going to ask you about sort of like, you were talking about strategy, and I just wondered if you had like, were you thinking strategy the whole time when you were in there? Was it kind of like la or yeah, just talk. I was hoping you would talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of strategy that we don't see from everybody. Part of it is that we go to a hotel at first and you're divided into cohorts. So you kind of meet people, not too much because you only have lunch with them,
Right.
but
And
you
this
just
is before the show you're saying.
So
Okay.
you naturally like tend to see those people, but honestly, even our lines changed what once we got to the dorm. You kind of just it's like when you go to school and you like vibe with people.
Mhm.
I think the reason why our alliance was so strong is because we were just so welcoming. So like if you just walked up to us and was like, "Hey, like, can I chill with you guys?" It's like, yeah, I don't care.
Can I
Like,
be in your alliance?
yeah, I don't literally like yes. No, and it was just like I think we were just so welcoming and
Yeah.
I think everyone in my alliance is really good at reading people.
Which is interesting to me about the alliance thing that you were able to keep it after Mingle because Mingle was just so crazy. I'm
Mhm.
actually impressed that you guys were able to sort of navigate that without too much destruction of the alliance.
Thing that tore our alliance up is that we all had a number two that were our friends, and then we got
And then
split in
Marvel.
half. So we lost half of our alliance that during that game. But yeah, like Mingle was easy for us. I mean, it was stressful as fuck because you didn't want to lose anybody or like have anyone turn their back at you, but no one did that. Um, so yeah, I like Mingle was really stressful, and I really was like, I don't want to play this ever again in my
Yeah.
life. But
It's so impressive that you made it through because I feel like that was like yeah, clearly it's like set up to break
yeah,
alliances and you
no.
guys
I mean, we argue with our alliance too. Because at first we were not thinking and we were like, why are you going with them? What? Because our group of 12 was split into six and six.
okay.
And we were like, Chris, why are you not with us? But then it was like, I mean, it's fine as long as they stay together. Like I remember like Max said something and I was like, shut the fuck up, Max. So things got a little tensed in there. I can't remember why I was mad at him. I think he was just talking too much. And I was like, shut up. Like, we gotta count right now.
Do you get like caught up in the like if I mean I haven't played this in a while, but like if I feel like when I used to play like hide and seek,
Mhm.
I'd be hiding and then I would get like really work myself up. Do you get caught up like that in
Oh my
spinning?
God.
Like do you kind of feel like it is life and death and all of that?
Yes. Oh my God. My God. Me and Catch, I was in the front of my line and I was freaking out. Like I was in the back. Like I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, what if I don't catch this ball? Mind you, I played softball, lacrosse, volleyball, like literally any sport under the sun. And I was freaking out that I was not gonna catch that ball because you're just so the nerves are so there. And it's like, oh my God, imagine being in the front of the line and dropping the ball. How humiliating. So I feel like there's just so many levels of like you psyching yourself out of things. But then you pass, you're like, oh, that was easy. Oh my God, and slides and ladders. When I was like, there was only one spot left to pass the door, and it was three of us. I was like, oh my God, I was like, I'm literally gonna die if I don't pass. But I didn't.
That much pressure. And also slides and ladders when it was like that decision of you and I forget her name, but the daughter having
Zoe.
Zoe having to choose. Like I feel like that was a little controversial too, because in my eyes it was like, well, she got to choose who you guys would like get rid of, so and put a target on you guys. So clearly you should have been able to choose who she should
Yeah,
have gone first. Like I think it
yeah.
was like
I feel like that there's just so much controversy in that, but I
yeah,
feel like at the end of the day, we both chose Steven and Kevin, and like I'm
yeah,
not gonna put all that pressure on her because I agreed to
sure.
it.
Yeah.
I thought about other teams, but at the end of the day, I said, yeah, let's pick Red.
Yeah.
I think, there's just a lot of narratives in Squid Game that this wouldn't have happened if this didn't happen.
Got
Well,
it.
yes, that is just how
That's what
logical things happen. So, for example, like Zoe went first, she could have gone down the right slide, and then there would have been a problem. It's just too many what ifs,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's like, I could have gone down the slide first, gone home, and then Zoe would have gotten the same narrative. Like, well, Perla went first and you like got saved by her. And it's like, that's not how we need to be thinking about things. Like, this is just a competition. And I think, I get a lot of that where people are like, well, your brother sacrificed himself for you to pass. And then Zoe went first, and then Trinity sacrificed himself to be in the final. And it's like, yes, all those things did happen, but they're also like the very what ifs. It's like it's
Yeah.
just I feel like there's a lot of people like trying to discredit my win, and I know that this is not just like me. Like I know it happened back with Mai when she won.
Right.
I think people are always like, well, this wouldn't have happened if this person did. Like for Mai, it's like if someone didn't give you the 12th vest for the glass bridge, it's like this is a game. This is a game. This is a competition. It is very luck game. a very luck game.
That's
There's
a really good
skill.
point. Yep,
Yeah, it's
it's
like you
one
can
of the
have.
most luck-driven shows out, the competitions out
Yeah,
there.
it's like, yes, okay, you need to know how to catch a ball. Sucks if you don't. But it's like for the most part, you could have been the worst athlete ever and caught that ball. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Or
Yeah,
like got in the front of the
yeah,
line and caught that ball, you know?
right.
So it's
Yeah,
like all this and it's and, you know like and I've said this in another podcast, but it's like I'm so appreciative obviously of Trinity because Trinity just guaranteed, okay, you're going to the final. But it's like if Trinity had played the game also, there also had been could have been a chance of me guessing the correct coin, you know? Or if I didn't, Vanessa could have chosen the wrong. There's just like too many what is and like there we will never win. No one would ever win because it's always like people are always like trying to discredit your win. And it's like that's like a very miserable way of thinking about life. It's like this is a competition and all the cards were what is it? The cards
In your
were
favor.
in my favor.
favor. Yeah, and that's like just in life in general, right? Like people can cut. It's like, yeah, don't let people,
Yeah, for
yuck
sure.
your
It's like
yum.
literally you step off the curb at the wrong hit, you
Yeah.
get hit by the bus or don't get it's like all of that. But
Mhm.
in this specifically, if you had to break it down 100%, what is the percentage you find this game to be luck and what is the percentage you find this game to be skill?
I swear to God, it's like 90% luck, 10% skill. I mean, there it honestly also depends on the game too, though, because I think about catch. I mean, I got lucky that I ran to the front of that line. I got lucky that I played sports and I can
That
catch.
wasn't luck. Also, you got yourself up. Sorry, you got yourself up there too.
I,
That's part. That's your actions making this happen.
yeah,
So
and it's like, oh, well, you're so selfish for going to the front. I'm sorry, I want to win. Get with the program, babe. This is the
yeah,
I want to win a competition. Of course, I'm gonna put myself in the front of the line. I love everybody, but it's like I'm here to compete for myself and my or like my brother and I. I feel like there's just a level of like playing with respect, but also thinking about yourself. Like I think I played with respect until you tried me. And then I played for myself. It's like, yeah, I'm like, if Zoe's like, I'm gonna go first, thank you so much. I'm not gonna fight you on that. You know, like, and I'm very
yes.
grateful for her for taking that risk. And yes, allowing me to go down the right slide because she took that risk. And it's she says in the show like she wishes she was a little selfish. I do wish that she was too, like but it's just like for me it was like I got lucky. I got very lucky.
Yeah.
But then I think about games like Slides and Ladders, for example, where I had a very specific way of rolling the dice to get whatever number I wanted. Everyone started
Mhm.
copying me. Everybody started copying the way I rolled my dice
Yeah.
because they were like, "Why is she rolling so many sixes?" Or I was rolling the numbers I wanted. Yes, and but then at the same time, I got so unlucky. I rolled things that led me into slides and slides and slides and slides. So, it's like it's very like up in the air. Like you cannot control this shit. I do. I think I'm a very lucky person. Yes, I do. I do think that. But have I also been a very unlucky person? Yes.
And let's talk about social capital too, because you built that, which that's part of, like, I guess, strategy and not just luck, where you let yourself be the person that they wanted to get to the front because you had these like friendships and kind of, which I think isn't that part of the talk with you and
And
Jeffrey was like, that's
yes.
why you stayed with Tim. So yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, and I think for the people that are, for example, like bringing up Jeffrey leaving and Zoe going first and Trinity sacrificing himself, it's like I, I'm obviously again grateful for them, but it's like people don't understand that Squid Game is a very social game. Like I think the conversation is like skill, socialness, and luck. And I think my luck and social, but I think my social was the biggest thing because if people do want to go down a slide first instead of having you go first and fighting about it, damn, you're a G. Because like no, like they're not, you know what I mean? Like they're not, and I'm not like trying to pat myself in the back, but it's like, like I think Zoe trusted me a lot, liked me so much that she was willing to do that. And like, and I'm not saying that I didn't trust or like Zoe enough, but she was willing to do that. And that was me being a little selfish and being like, you know what? Yeah, you go first. And it's like I can admit that because at the end of the day, it's a competition. Um, but I was in the dorms playing theater games, talking to everybody and their moms,
Right.
making friends because also how I genuinely am. And that's the biggest reason why Jeffrey told me to stay in the competition because I'm just a social person. And he says it like he's like people will have a harder time trying to eliminate you because they like you. I think people that were unlikable got eliminated faster because people didn't want to be around them. And I think people miss that. They think you need to be a loner and you need to not socialize too much. It's like actually you're doing yourself a disservice by either being an asshole or not talking to people. I think my people skills definitely got me to the end. And if that's like you think people handing me my win, then then I'll take it because I was just being myself, and
Okay. That's
that's just
laying a
how it
foundation.
happened.
That's laying a foundation for a win. That's using the skills
Yeah.
that you have to your advantage.
Yeah, and everything in my life is like that. Like I went to a very privileged college and it I got into that school because of this mouth. Like I just feel like I know what to say. I know how to get people to like me and not in a forced way. Just like I know how to speak and I studied rhetoric. Like I know how to make people believe something or like act a certain way because I don't know, call it manipulative. I don't know, but I think it's just be me.
Influential is better than manipulative.
Influential, manipulate. Yeah, like, you know what? Yes, influential. Mhm.
Did you find yourself lucky before this show? Like, because you said I'm a lucky person. Do you feel like you were always lucky? Do you feel like you took
That's,
a turn with luck?
I think my roommate and I had this conversation recently where she thinks I'm a very lucky girl, and I don't think like that. I think so. Like I am lucky and I've been lucky, but I think my luck comes from a lot of work. For example, again, back to like slides and ladders, Zoe going first. I build a friendship with her. I build a friendship with a lot of people. That takes work for people to like want to do something like that. It's not just like Zoe was like, I'll just go first. It was just like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like my roommate's always like, you always end up at these like crazy parties and da da da. It's like, well, because I talk in a room and I introduce myself to people and I da da da. It's like I'm lucky that to be in that room, I guess, but it's like I got in that room because of work that I put down, like the bricks I'm putting in
Yes.
my yellow brick road. You know what I mean? It's like it's like there's luck, but I think there's a lot of work that comes with luck, you know?
Exactly. So what is it like? Luck is preparation meets opportunity. So you prepared, you
Oh,
laid the foundation, you put the that work in
yes.
and the friendships, and then when the opportunity came, you were like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
and then
go."
even ending up on this show, it's like I just put that Love Island application out. I didn't even watch Love Island. Like, let's be honest right now. I did start watching it like season 6. But I was just like, even that, like, that didn't work out. But it's like, then it opened up a new opportunity. It's like, it's not that
Right.
I'm lucky that I ended up on Squid Game. It's like, you already knew who I was. So it's like, oh, let's think about this person that I met this long time ago. And I think a lot of my life is like that, where it's like, you make an impression on someone because you're just genuinely yourself and opportunities will rise even if you're awkward. Like I've met so many awkward introverted people that have made such an impact on me because they're just themselves and not trying to like be up, they're just unapologetic with themselves that they stay with me all the time. Like I used to book models for where I used to work. And even the most quiet people that were just like the best, nicest people, I'm like, no, 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 let's book them, you know? So it's like you just gotta be yourself. Like I think people are like forget that.
Did you watch Squid Game before? So, like, walk us. Mike reached out to you. What were you like? I'm
Mike
never
Rose,
gonna.
who we love.
Yeah, we love Mike.
Mike. My friends grew up around Mike and they like think Mike is a celebrity. I don't know, fun fact.
Wait, what do you mean your friends grew up around Mike?
My friends are from Rhinebeck, New York. And so my friend Sebastian like did improv with Mike like back in the day.
Like, so he reached out to you. What were your thoughts? Were you like, I don't want to do that? Were you like, excited?
Oh my God.
What was
Get
the
this.
tea?
My casting story is that I was working a modeling job that sucked. It was low paying for a company that was, I'm not gonna shush them. I'm not gonna shout them out because I don't want to like flame them, but it was just like a bad modeling job. I was not happy with the clothes. It was, low paying. I was like, what am I doing? I had to pay rent, so I took the job. I was like, why am I modeling that? I'm not even making enough money. Like I should go back to corporate. Da, 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 da. Then I'm changing. We wrapped early that day, and as I'm in the changing room, I get a call from Mike, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Like, sorry, Love Island didn't work, but anyways, I'm casting for this new show. Have you ever watched Squid Game?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, well, do you want to apply?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, I'll text you the application." And then text me the application. Before I even asked Mike, I had sent it to my brother, and I was like, "You should apply too." And then I texted Mike being like, "Hey, I have a brother. Can you apply?" But Jeffrey already had submitted the application. And so and so then we just were like getting pitched as like this sibling duo, which worked because this season was about siblings or like just duos. Um, and so yeah, and I was just like, this is so random because I love Squid Game, like the Korean version. So then after that, we started watching the reality, and I was like, oh, this is what we signed up for. So yeah, I think I told Mike that I like watched it. I didn't. But I had watched Squid Game, so I was like, how different could it be? Um,
And then I'm having a memory. Did we have to do your Zoom and then do your interview again? Did we do it
because of
twice?
my hair.
Now I'm like, this is like coming back to me. We
Yeah.
had to do a completely other interview, right?
Yeah, because I think I submitted my video and I had my fro, and then we got on a Zoom to record the interview, and I had my hair slicked back, and then I think you were like, "Oh, what happened?" And I was like,
Yes.
in the most respectful way, we're like,
Where's the
"Sorry, you hear
phone?
that?
What? No.
Oh, the alarm. Oh, sorry, no, I
Oh, I was like, wow, I
I
really
thought
did
you
a
were, yeah, I thought you
dramatic
did.
pause.
Oh, no. I just heard like I was like an ambulance. But yeah, so I think our hair just stood out so much. And I think it's funny because our hair was really a big thing in the show. Like you just told it was us by our hair.
That is so funny because in casting, if we see your tape and you look like this, and then you come in with like a ball cap and we can't,
Yeah.
we're like, we need the hair.
No,
Yes.
literally. No, even like for like my Love Island video, I had like boho braids that gave such Love Island vibes. So it's like I feel like part of casting is kind of like adjusting to what you're applying for. Because I feel like Squid Game gave such like my most simple version of myself and my most authentic version of myself. And I feel like not that for Love Island I wasn't given that, but it was just like Perla on vacation, like Perla finding love, Perla being like, you know. So that was really interesting. I think also I realized because for modeling I do a lot of casting videos, and I every time I submit to a different brand, I change my hair because there's some brands, if you look at their website, the girls are like slick back hair, and then some brands are like makeup brands are like hair up in your face. So I've been learning a lot about casting through
What was the
modeling.
difference between modeling, casting, and then did you interview for Love Island or just apply?
No, I did the interview. I did it with I forgot his name. Wait, what? Wayo?
But you went through like the interview process. You
Yeah. No, like I was waiting for my phone call. No, like I literally think they were scared to like to put a like a thicker girl on the show, honestly. I think from like I mean there's so much bullying that comes from Love Island that like I if I'm getting hate now with the 20 something thousand followers I've gained, I cannot imagine millions of that. Like that is really crazy. I like pray for those people because it's scary. But
well, clearly this show is meant for you. You're meant to wait for Squid Game.
I was meant for $4 million. But hey, who knows? Like maybe Perfect Match will see me. And it's time to find some love. But
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you and Steven will be on Perfect Match.
have
Yeah.
you made any big purchases yet?
No, well, guys, I don't have the money yet. I'm waiting for a bit for tax purposes.
Mhm.
But yes, I'm being strategic. Got my financial advisor. We're for the people that are worried that like I get a financial advisor. I was like, obviously. Um, but I haven't made big purchases yet because I don't have the money, but I did spend over $1,000 on Hamilton tickets. Yes. Just for one ticket. Yes. Yes. Because Leslie Odom Jr. was back on Broadway as Aaron Burr. Now, of course, I said put it on the credit card. Worry about it later. So I think
That
that's
that is an amazing purchase, honestly. I have to say that's one because that's an experience. You didn't go buy a bag or something, probably
oh my
wouldn't,
God.
but
I'm so sorry. It's like I this is wealth to me, going to Broadway show. Like front in the front, spit in my face. Aaron Burr, please. Like this is what wealth means to me. It's like I want to travel and go on go to Broadway shows and not worry about paying rent.
so are you
I
going to
don't,
stay in LA a little bit? Are you going to do New York or where just travel? What's your plan?
I'm gonna stay in LA because, I want to see where my career goes. I moved here still to follow my writing and acting dreams. And I feel like now that I don't have to worry about hustling for money all the time, I can finally focus on being creative and start taking acting classes again and afford them and not have to like quit. And take a day to write and not be like, oh my God, I should probably do this self-tape so I can book this job. So yeah, I think I'm just excited. I'm gonna be in LA, but I'm probably gonna be traveling. I like I'm gonna move out of my place and I'm thinking of maybe coming to New York for like a few months, but still don't know. I'm
What
kind of
about DR? Are you going to go back? I mean, let's talk a little bit about that, your culture and like going back
yeah.
and
I
visiting.
my mom wants us to go for Christmas, but we'll see. I have to figure out my life. I gotta like move and stuff. Um I'm I'm excited to go to DR because I feel like Dominicans my cousins keep being like everyone's talking about you here, which is like a little scary. Like I'm like,
I
oh
know I
God.
was going to say that part of it might it's probably good that you are not getting the money yet because you can just tell people like I don't have any, I don't
I
have
don't
it.
have it. I'm like, I don't have it, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them I get the money in 2 years. They're gonna be like, wait, why are you in a yacht though? I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Oh my.
Credit card.
Have you
Yeah.
had like opportunities reaching out to you? Are you just trying to figure out?
I've had like people reach out for like press stuff. Like, I feel like, Squid Game is so different than like the Love Island shit. It's like, oh my God, like this brand wants to work with you, clothing, hair, stuff like that. Which is something I want to do, and I do it, but on the modeling side of things, which is interesting. I definitely want to like connect with people. Like I feel like my hair is something I want to get into, like talking about hair on my page and why it was important for me to like wear my hair the way I did and how I manifest through my hair.
What do you mean you manifest through your hair?
Oh my gosh. It's like what I was saying. Did I say this earlier? I was saying how like when I was in the hotel right before going on the show, I styled my hair and I went curl by curl because I wanted it to last because I knew I was gonna be there for 2 weeks. So I was like, I need it to last 2 weeks. And that's how I speak to myself. It's like I'm gonna be in the in the competition for 2 weeks because I'm gonna make it to the end. And I think when you talk to yourself like that, it's like, no, you're gonna be there till the end. And I feel like I went curl by curl, then like I think every curl I was going through, I was just like saying like words of affirmation and like reminding myself I was there. So like I mean, people might call it crazy, but it worked, you know?
Yeah.
It worked.
No, I believe in that.
And it worked also that like before we went on the show, like we would talk to my mom, like, okay, mom, like my mom like put all her stuff in storage, and like has been staying with my aunt, and we were like, okay, it's okay, because like when we win the money, like we'll just get you a house here, 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 in this area or this area. And so like that's how we would talk to my mom before we went on the show. Because you just have to believe. You got to talk like you already won it. Um, it's very important.
She put all her stuff in storage and went where?
She was staying at my aunt. She went to the Dominican Republic for like a few months while when we were filming, they were in Dominican Republic. But right now she's like between Dominican Republic and my aunt's. Yeah.
So you're gonna buy her a house.
Yeah, so we're waiting for some interest rates to go down right now. But yeah, it will be happening sometime this year. Yeah, and we don't want to like also like get the first house we see, get the best deal and see what makes more sense.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm excited.
how exciting.
How exciting. Like, I'm like, thank you for getting me on this show. Like, you guys are so crazy. Also, like, funny to say, it's like when we were in the dorm and we would talk to people, like Jeffrey and I, they would be like, oh my God, yeah, we applied right after like season one dropped. And we were like, oh, we were late to the game. Um, and I don't know why that was the case, but well, I didn't even know the application was up, honestly. But yeah, a lot of people were like, we've been waiting so long to be here. I was like, oh shit. Like I feel like we just applied and the next thing you know, we're in London. But or like there were people that like got called the day
Yeah.
2 days before. But I think those people but a lot of those people had applied way earlier and they just got called last minute. So it's so random, like how different people ended up on the show, or like Faith, who like won that like Netflix experience and got to like, she says that they got to like just look at her application. Um,
It is
but
crazy how it works. It's all like pieces of a puzzle, right? That pieces
Mhm.
fit in at different times. And some people apply season one, they call them back for season three. I mean, I just finished season three and we're like looking at people from season one and brand new people, so it's like,
Oh,
it just depends.
oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
And yeah,
Yeah,
you could be like the first person interviewed, and then you wait months and months and months, or you could be one of the last people interviewed, and it's like a
yeah.
whirlwind
Well,
experience. Sounds like.
when the Love Island stuff was, I was like I was like so close. It was probably like May or was it month April? Like May, April that I had applied, and I low-key think that applications were about to be done. And I was like, let me just. I was drunk, and my friend dared to apply. I was like, she was like, you should apply to Love Island. Like, you would be great. And I was like, yeah. Never watched the show.
We've seen a few of those drunk applications.
Oh no, no, no. I wasn't drunk at the application.
Oh,
Drunk. I was
We've seen a
that's
few.
funny. That's funny. No, no, no. I was drunk and decided to apply to Love Island. And then the next day I filmed it. That's
sometimes a little, maybe not drunk, but a little shot, a
a
little
little
one drink.
buzz.
Hmm.
No, a little something. Yeah, no. I feel like my favorite thing is doing like casting videos. So I feel like that I felt good about.
So excited to have talked to you. And I feel like is there anything you wanted to like say, or you're like, oh my God, this one thing I did want to like bring up or let you know, or like any kind of fun
No,
behind the
but
anything?
I feel like anybody who thinks that they can't be on a show because they're sensitive and emotional, please apply on the show. You might be able to win for $1 million.
Hmm.
On
Sensitive
Paris.
and emotional are some of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like we really just make the show. Like we're the heart of the show. Exactly.
For sure. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for hopping
Thanks,
on.
Perla.
Oh, thanks
Yeah.
for having
Love
me.
talking to you. Yay, she is the cutest. I wanted to talk a little bit about with her about her hair journey, but I didn't want to like take part of the conversation because it's her time to talk. It's about her. But I understand hair journeys 100%. It's literally like girls with hair, especially like, girls of color with hair. It is like a whole thing. You could be who you want to be that day, but then you got to plan for this and that. And like all sorts of stuff is wrapped up in our hair. And I love that that's such a focus for her. I love it.
And I don't understand. It's kind of like not, it's kind of almost pregnancy to me. Every time I hear a story about it, I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that is part of it.
Mhm.
Um, but what I do know, I like it's so funny that I just was like, it was kind of coming back to me, and I was like, wait, I think I got on Zoom with her twice, and I feel like it was about her hair. Which is
Right. Yeah.
so
Presenting
funny.
one way in the audition video and then coming on Zoom a different way, which happens often with us, I feel.
And I was like, girl, we want to see your hair as the biggest it can possibly
As, as natural and as
your
you
hair.
as
Yeah.
it gets. Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It is funny. It's also funny how people come on. I mean, not Perla clearly, but like people come on where you see the picture of them and they're like, oh my gosh, this person is that. They look like this. That's what's going on with them. And then the person who shows up on Zoom is like very, very different.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm like, I'm so happy for her. It's just crazy, like to know that she's just now a multi-millionaire. And
It's
like,
crazy. I mean,
yeah,
life-changing opportunity that
and it's nice that it seems like she's like got her stuff together. That she's like, I got a financial advisor.
yeah,
I am literally when I mean, I expected her to be like, I am so wiping away on that credit card. And it doesn't sound
really.
like she is.
No, not at all. She also has like feels like a really good support network around her of people who are giving her like good advice, and she's got a good, I mean, she's young, she's 26, she's got a good head on her shoulders for that age to be have all that money coming her way. And I also do think, like you said, not the swiping on the credit card, but that she's having enough time between the win and receiving the money that she's able to like put some stuff in place and think about it.
Never in my life would I have guessed what her biggest purchase was since the show.
Ever. But what a great purchase.
What a great purchase.
Yeah. Like what a meaningful and like fulfilling and like never forget.
I was thinking car. I was thinking place. I was thinking, I don't know.
Clothes
I
and
just was
makeup and
not
bags and
thinking
fun. Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's so, I love that though.
Yeah, I do too. And I feel like that's what it like I love that because that's what I'm trying to like focus on in my life is like experiences over things. I just think that that's like so important.
For sure, for sure. Um, she's just that person that's like you talk to her and you feel like you're best friends and have known her forever.
Absolutely. Even now after the win, I'm sure that she felt that way before and she definitely feels that way now. Yeah. And that's what we talked about with like her social what I call it like social whatever like the
Game.
yeah, social game or like what that you she has that thing where people want to be with her, they want to lift her up, they want to like be around her, so that helped her in the game too.
I should have asked her because I feel like
Social capital.
social
Sorry.
capital. Okay. She probably got in trouble in school for talking like I did.
Like I did
Mm-hmm.
on the report card.
Uh-huh. Were you most talkative?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so was Kelly Clarkson. And it's kind of like, yeah, like why would it be in trouble for that? Why maybe now they're changing it, but I'm like, I was like scorned for being that talkative.
Well, I think it depends, right, on how on ways it comes out because obviously I see it from both sides now, like because I was that way and got reprimanded, like you said, for it. But then I also, being the mother of a child who was very talkative and like
Mhm.
in classes and getting those comments from teachers, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can see how sometimes that would be like, this is a harsh word, but like disruptive, instead of like cute and funny. There's, you know what I'm saying? If you're a teacher, you're probably seeing it from a very different angle.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my God, very Joni Mitchell of you, both sides now.
Both sides now.
I love that. Amazing.
I
Well,
like you referenced Joni Mitchell.
and I was like, I thought about it and I was like, let me make sure I get
You
the
did.
tags right. I did. Okay. Awesome.
Just saw her at the bowl, well, a while ago, but okay. I am on all sorts of tangents, but I am so excited that we are back together again, doing our thing.
Until next time.
Until the next story that we tell.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.